Well, good afternoon, and I want to thank members of the press and the media for coming to this press conference this afternoon. As Lieutenant Torres mentioned, yesterday at our Victorville station, we received an anonymous tip that we had a male deputy assigned to the Victorville station that was possibly having inappropriate sex with a female Explorer Scout under the age of 18. We immediately assigned detectives from our Crimes Against Persons division to respond to the City of Victorville and conduct a thorough investigation. A deputy by the name of Anthony Benjamin, who is a 5-year employee of the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department, was arrested late last night. He was booked at the Central Detention Center here in San Bernardino. His bail was placed at $100,000, and as of this morning at 6 o'clock, he did post bail and was released. Deputy Benjamin is being charged with oral copulation involving a person under the age of 18, as well as sex with a foreign object involving a person under the age of 18. You know, as the Sheriff of San Bernardino County and as a parent myself, it's very disheartening. I'm alarmed at the fact that this is the second deputy sheriff that has had these allegations alleged against them in just a little over a 2-week period. As I mentioned, as the sheriff, it is my responsibility to make sure that the citizens of our county, specifically on a case like this, that the kids that are involved in our Explorer program are protected. I directed my staff this morning to review the entire Explorer program of the entire department. We have over 245 Explorers in the program at 15 stations. We're going to be looking at everything from training, evaluation, selection of the people that are involved with the Explorer program. We're going through our entire Explorer policy with a fine-tooth comb to see if there's something that we need to change that can prevent this from happening. I also contacted District Attorney Mike Ramos this morning, and he has offered to assign a member of, in a non-prosecution mode, but a member from his staff who's up to date and is very knowledgeable on sexual crimes and crimes against children, who's going to assist with us in this review process of our Explorer program. Again, I also want to emphasize that by no means are we throwing the entire Explorer program under the bus, so to speak. We have many fine deputies at all of our stations that have been involved with the Explorer program for many, many years. Like I mentioned, we have 245 outstanding Explorers that are involved in the program. But again, it's alarming because this is the second incident that we've had in just a little over 2 weeks, and you know, it's like I mentioned, very disheartening, and I'm angry over the whole issue, and it's kind of a sad day. But again, we specifically we put on a memo early this afternoon that the ride-along portion of the Explorer program has been immediately suspended for at least 60 days while we conduct this internal review of the entire Explorer program. And that is it in a nutshell. And I will open it up at this point.
Can you tell us how old the victim is?
Excuse me?
Can you tell us how old the victim is?
The victim is under the age of 18, and it's a female. That's all I can really say.
Where did this incident allegedly take place?
I'm not at liberty to say, but some of the incidents obviously occurred in the city of Victorville's boundaries.
So were they in the scope of, was it this and the other one, were they in the scope of an Explorer activity, or were these like getting together outside of?
This was the actual crime itself. My understanding occurred while the deputy was actually on patrol.
Was it during a ride-along?
I believe so, yes.
What about the other one? Was that during a ride-along as well?
Which other one? With the Highland case?
Gastineau?
I believe so.
Are there any details or any updates on the Gastineau investigation? We know that there haven't been charges filed yet.
I know that case has some follow-up leads that we're following up on, and that case is not quite concluded yet. Hopefully, we can get it over to the district attorney in a complete fashion and charges can be filed.
How long until the investigation of the Explorer program, or looking into the Explorer programs, how long until you get the report on that?
Well, we suspended the ride-along portion for 60 days, so I'm confident that our staff and the members of our volunteer forces, along with our members of our executive staff that we've assigned to it, can complete that within the 60-day time frame. If it takes longer than that, we're not going to start the write-up program again until we're confident that we've got everything in place that we felt. And I must add that I felt that we had everything in place, but you know, we have to proceed with caution because again, this is the second incident in 2 weeks and there's kind of a little alarm going off that maybe there's something missing.
What is the minimum age requirement for an Explorer? to enter?
14, age 14 to 20 is the average age for our Explorers.